February 5th, 2001. The war on Dominaria rages on, and the defenders are beginning to lose their ground. Urza and the Weatherlight are at the whims of Krovax, Urtai, and Yawgmoth, as portions of the Plane of Wrath phase into Dominaria. During this tumultuous time, players would have the opportunity to gather resources and spells, such as Lord of the Undead, Draco, and Meddling Mage, to use in their fight against the Phyrexian horde. Will our filthy casuals hold the line, or will they be driven to their wits' end in an attempt to save the plane of Dominaria?
You thought this would be a serious dive into Magic's insane backlog of iconic sets, alongside two professional players? This isn't anything close, but if you want to watch two clowns who started the game after the borders changed from this to this, then look no further. Join us as we open packs from each set, moving in chronological order, expanding our ever-growing collection, and, of course, trying to one-up each other each episode. We're not your power gamer racking up wins at your local game store. We're just a couple of filthy casuals, and this is our progression series. You can't do that to me. You gotta give me at least a bit of headroom. Reset.
Okay, reset. Take two.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in between. My name's Kieran.
My name's Colin.
And we are Filthy Casuals, where not only does Colin try to trick me with the little clap at the start of every episode, but you know what? We're here to have a sportsmanship, good old time, you know? It's all about the good vibes. It's all about feeling good about the series and our not letting the competition get too far ahead of us. Isn't that right, Colin?
You know, you bring up a good point, but I realize you only ever say this when you're losing, so...
You know what? I'm here for the smiles. I'm here for the laugh. I'm here to live, laugh,
the friends
and
we
learn.
made along the way.
Yes, the friends we made along the way. Which, admittedly, is only the two of us, since we're the only ever ones talking to each other in these.
That's true.
Well, Colin, we just left Invasion. I almost said Prophecy because we're filming these a little bit ahead of time, and I just finished editing and putting out the Prophecy episode. So we had just finished Invasion filming last week, and today we are going into another set that I'm unfamiliar with called Planeshift.
Yeah.
Also worth noting that this is the last episode of Season 4.
That's it.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. So if you want to continue this journey with us into Season 5, leave a comment down below, give this video a good old like, and you know, by the time this comes out, we may already be doing some exciting things.
Go away, leave me.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. What? Patreon Filthy Casuals? They have a Patreon now? Oh, shit. Was the tier 1 is only $2 a month? You get access to the Discord channel? It's not a bad deal. Oh, tier 2 is What If drops. I thought that was a dead series. Oh, man. Wait, $10 a month? People are paying $10 a month for Filthy Casuals Patreon? They must get, like, something special. Oh, early access to videos and potential inclusion in the recordings of them? Oh my goodness, that is something. Well, I mean, if I were you, I would check out the Filthy Casuals Patreon. If I were you, I would check out the Filthy Casuals Patreon. Where is it? It's down in the description? Okay. I'm going back to sleep now.
That's true.
Some exciting things. So if you want to stay up with those things, then subscribing would help somebody in that position.
Some might even say it might be worth your while.
It might be worth your while, but don't take our advice. Take the advice of a good friend. Ask them, should I subscribe to Filthy Casuals, and just whatever they say.
And then when they ask you what is Filthy Casuals, you give them a link to our site.
That's right. And then we will send you $5. I'm just kidding.
You don't have that much
use
money.
our referral code down below. Well, Colin, let's go into the set review and show off Planeshift. Well, that was really bad. Hang on, I need to use better portal technology. Ready? And we're here. Wow, incredible. As I fuck up my mic. Released in 2001. We're in 2001 now. We were 9 years old, Colin,
Wow.
when this set came out.
The brisk age of 9, learning so much about the world.
Yes, learning so much. This is the second set in the invasion block. So we have this set, and then we have Apocalypse. That's going to be in the next season of the Progression series because it was after 7th edition. So let's take a look through some of these cards. I recognize basically none of them. I will say that Diabolic Intent is another spicy tutor in black, and also was reprinted just recently in Brothers War. These were we opened a few of these, if you recall.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, it's kind
It's
of
that God. Who's that? The art in the card is from another card. I forget his name, but it's
that guy. You know that guy? No, not Sengir. Rest in pieces. Okay. You're not allowed to say that. That's not yours to say. Krovax.
Krovax.
It was Krovax. Yes.
Good old Krovax.
Good old Krovax. Looks like we have a lot of multicolored cards in this set. Eldorami's Call is actually a, I think, modern played card brought up into modern. It's green and white for an instant. You get a tutor for any creature and put it in your hand. So it's just a straight up creature tutor.
Yeah, you skipped over a very important card, Kieran.
I don't know. There doesn't seem to be any good cards before that. Then what are you looking at here? Oh,
it's Jalmi's Crusade.
Oh, not Draco?
Not Draco. Draco, whatever. Ugh. I mean, also Draco's probably better than Jalmi's Crusade. But
holy shit, Draco costs 16 mana. What the fuck? Never seen this card.
Insane.
That is crazy.
2 less to play for each basic land type amongst lands you control. So it could be 11 mana.
It's kind of wild. Sorry, what is Jalmi's Crusade?
It's a 3 mana enchantment where all goblins get +1/+1. Are black and are zombies in addition to their other creature types.
You gotta turn your army of goblins into an army of zombies. Isn't that something I would do? I feel like I would be the one to kill all the goblins and then bring them back as zombies.
It's true. It would be a good Halloween themed card.
Moving down though, we see a one of the first 3 mana legendary or 3 color legendaries in the set, Urtai, who's pretty cool. 5 mana 3/4. Pay a blue, tap him to sacrifice a creature or enchantment to counter a spell.
It's pretty good.
So he's got a bit of a booty and he has a relevant effect.
Yeah, for 5 mana, it's not bad. If you can get like tokens up or something.
Yeah, that's true. Gaia's Herald. I've never seen this card. This is super cool. 2 mana 1/1 elf. Creatures can't be countered by spells or abilities.
Oh,
that's
pretty great.
That's
actually.
Really good sideboard. And this is a small set, so we can.
There's only 149 cards.
Yeah, 140 something. Looks like we have Lord of the Undead, which is a 3 mana zombie lord, which is exciting because I love zombies. So if I can get a few of those, that'd be cool. And Goblin Game, which is a good card that you used to have in your commander deck.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into detail because it's quite a complicated effect, but basically it's 7 mana sorcery. Each player hides objects from one another, and then whoever hides the least amount of objects loses half their life or something along those lines. So who knows? Maybe
very ambiguous wording, unclear. Like what does hide mean?
It's almost an uncard, really.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's weird that it's in a playable set, or not like not an unset.
Yeah, I agree. Well, if you get it, I'm sure you'll end up playing it against me. There's some really interesting stuff in here. I was even looking at Orm's Chant. 1 white mana, target player can't play spells this turn. And if you kick it for 1 more white mana, then creatures can't attack this turn either.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's kind of like a stronger silence effect.
Ooh, Phyrexian Tyranny.
Yeah. 3 mana enchantment. Whenever a player draws a card, they lose 2 life unless they pay 2 mana.
That's pretty good.
Pretty cool. We also have Questing Feldigriff, 4 mana, 4/4 hippo.
Oh, yeah.
Has a bunch of little weird effects to help your opponents, but also you. Moving down here, there's lots to talk about. You have the Weatherlight as an artifact, which is cool. Finally get that printed. Tangarth is a Minotaur hero.
Minotaur legend.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, cool. So apparently in this set, we actually will be getting the... we get some Kavu tech. I don't know if we want to play Kavus,
Kavu's tech. Yeah.
That might be fun. But we're also getting, it looks like, some 3 mana lands and some charms. Some 3 mana charms.
I was saying, yeah, those are popping up now.
Yeah, and these have been actually really popular in the past. Not just these charms in particular, but when they did Alaran charms, like Esper charm and Jund charm and stuff. They're 3 mana and they have like a myriad of different effects you can use. So very flexible. So funny, these charms actually have like a really old school, like even older than this set art.
Yeah, like the art on them or whatever.
Yeah.
Feels like like throwback art.
Feels like it was done in like, yeah, Arabian Nights or something.
Even like the Rift's Charm. Choose one, destroy target non-basic land, or put 3/1/1 green sapling creature tokens into play, or prevent all damage a source of your choice would deal this turn for 3 mana. That's pretty good.
It's good
swing.
flexibility. Yep.
Yeah, there's some really intense sounding cards like Death Bomb.
Yeah, Death Bomb. That's a pretty cool artwork too. Even underneath Gaia's Might, 1 green gets +1/+1 for each basic land type among lands you control. If you're doing a 3/4 colored, I mean, I guess you'd have to play at least 3 colors to get the giant growth effect, but
Yeah.
but if you could get 4 or 5 basic land types,
Yeah.
Hull Breach seems really good. Green, red sorcery, either destroy an artifact or an enchantment, or destroy an artifact and an enchantment.
Yeah. No, Hull Breach is great. I've definitely seen people play Hull Breach before.
Yeah, we haven't had a ton of like amazing artifact and enchantment removal, so that's nice. Like we
Yeah.
have some good stuff, but it's usually just one or the
Yeah,
other.
it's like the basic stuff of
Yeah.
like 2 mana, destroy an artifact.
We got the familiars. I don't know what the other familiars are because I don't recognize them, but I do recognize Nightscape Familiar, which is a really powerful card. It's a 2 mana 1/1 zombie. Blue and red spells cost 1 less to play for you.
Wow.
And you can regenerate it. So this is a really strong
That's so
Grixis
good.
card.
What the heck?
And you were saying Primal Growth?
Yeah, Primal Growth I've seen before for sure. It's 3 mana, kicker, sacrifice a creature. Search your library for a basic land card, put that card into play, then shuffle your library. If you paid the kicker cost, instead search for 2 basic land cards, put them into play.
And they come and play untapped, so you
Yeah.
can actually use them right away. Ooh, we got
Catatine.
Terminate. This is a really strong removal spell.
Oh, yeah,
Black, red,
Terminate.
destroy a
Damn,
creature.
it can't be regenerated.
Yeah, if you're playing Rakdos, this is definitely a must play.
Mhm.
Oh, there you go. Thornscape Familiar. 2 mana, 2/1 insect. Red and white spells have 1 less to cast. So there must be. Oh, yeah, and even Thunderscape Familiar.
Sunscape, Stormscape. Yeah, they're all down
Yeah,
here.
yeah. So I think if you can find the right familiars, those could be really strong in a tricolor deck as well. Yeah. Well, I'm curious if you'll bring back Arcades today, because Sunscape Familiar is the 2 mana 0/3 wall that green and blue spells cost less. So.
Yeah, there's definitely some juicy tech for Arcades in here. There's
Well,
also
and
like
goblins,
Terminate
too.
and like Goblins.
Colin,
Mm.
I'm going to be opening my Wheel of Fortune packs, or potentially getting wild cards for Invasion. So that could be quite a nice juicy one if I can get some rares, wild cards there. But then we're going to be spinning our Wooburg's wheel, see what we're playing today, and getting into our last episode of Season 4. Now, for those who are Filthy Casual alumni, veterans, I don't know. Alumni means you graduated.
Have they
I don't know.
graduated?
Well, for those that have stuck around for a while, you'll know that after the last episode in a season, we'll end up doing a ban episode. So we'll talk more about that at the end of this episode, but that is also coming up soon. So we're gonna have to start to think about what cards we may want to play for the last time in a while.
Yeah, we gotta bring out all the big ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to win and have a good sportsman-like game with you, Colin. So I can't win anymore. That's the thing. I'm done.
True.
I'm out of
This
it.
is like a gentleman's game.
Yeah, I want to win. I almost want to lose because I want the ban.
Yeah. Well, this
But-
seems like also a great set to pick up some cards as well.
That's true. That's true. That is true. So if I lose, I get a ban and I get a wheel spin next episode. Damn, man. But no. You know what? We're here to have fun. We're here to try to win for Team Lang.
Why don't we do a gentleman's agreement that we build the worst possible decks we can build, and then the game will run out.
I think that our fans would probably not like watching that very much. So let's try to bring the fire. Last episode was quite exciting. So we're
Last episode was good. I
Very-
feel like almost. I mean, you've had bad card draw luck for sure this season.
I have,
You've been
especially
plagued
at
by
the
it.
back half. The first half I was starting to win. So
Yeah.
see if
yeah.
we can make the magic happen again. And Colin, I wish you luck in your pack openings.
You too, sir.
I'll see you in the games.
See you soon.
All right, guys. You know what? We're not going to make you wait. It's Wheel of Fortune. Honestly, I don't really know what I want from Invasion, but I'm sure there's something that we can get that's good. So let's give it a spin and see what we can pick up. I don't plan on losing this episode, so hopefully we won't be on this wheel for a little while longer. Okay. We got uncommon wild cards. Those are usually pretty good. We were able to pick up some really good ones in the set before Invasion, and so hopefully we can pick up a couple of good ones from Invasion. So I'm going to take a look at what we have options for, and I will get back to you soon. Holy shit. This was probably the most difficult Wheel of Fortune choice that I've had to make, at least in this entire series. Invasion has so many cards and so many good common and uncommons. And when I'm looking through the ones that I was interested in, I only had like one copy of each one. So I either have to split up this wild card picking and get 2 copies of each one, which helps for bans and stuff like that, or I go hard and pick 2 of one card. Now, there were cards like Armadillo Cloak. There were cards like Aura Shards, even Lalwanor Sentinel, Opt. I only have 1 Opt. But at the end, I think that the best choice was Factor Fiction. We only have 1 copy of Factor Fiction, and what Factor Fiction does for us in our collection by having 3 copies of it means that A, we can draw it more often, see it more often. It's a powerful 4-mana instant spell, and it enables 2 strategies. It's just good in any blue control deck. Just being able to get the top 5 cards and basically getting 2 or 3 cards on average is very strong, and you get to choose what cards out of a group of 5. And it enables graveyard synergies, which is what I'm gonna maybe try to look at today, because if Colin puts some very powerful creatures in one of the piles, which he has to do, I can bin that pile and then use cards like Animate Dead and such in a black and blue strategy to bring some really powerful creatures back from the graveyard. So I think it enables some graveyard stuff and some control stuff. And so I'm going to pick up 2 copies of Factor Fiction. Let me know down in the comment section, do you think Factor Fiction is the right choice, or would you have made different choices for Invasion given my pulls? Another card I was looking at was Fires of Yavimaya, so hopefully it really depended. I feel like blue is the most flexible. It's a single color card rather than a lot of the double color cards I was looking at. So let's go to the Wooburg's Wheel and see what we have to play today. You know, if it's blue, I'll know I made the right choice.
All right, we have not had to roll the Wheel of Fortune in quite a long time now, which is nice. So I guess we're just hopping right back into the Wooburg's Wheel again. Let's see what we get. We've been playing a lot of red this season. I don't hate that, but it might be nice to play something else. Black. The other color we've been playing a lot this season. So that's cool. I mean, you know, opens up for some zombie gobbo shenanigans. Kind of shuts down our Arcades plot, maybe, going back to that deck. But let's see what we open. That always seems to influence our decision. It's also really fun to incorporate the cards of the set. So let's hop into that.
Okay, we're at Wooburg's Wheel, and I'm not going to make you guys wait. Let's just start spinning. Honestly, black-blue would be pretty cool. I really want to play kind of an old-school Curran deck. So let's see what we can get. And we get white. Of course we get white. I feel like I'm on the back end of when Colin was rolling greens and whites all the time. Okay, white. I guess we could do a blue-white control deck to use those Facts or Fiction. Otherwise, we could pocket the Fact or Fiction for another day and try a different strategy. I'm gonna have to see what I open in Planeshift and if we get any good white strategies. We also have those Angels of Hope or whatever, Avatar of Hope. So we could even do an Esper 3-color deck and see how that turns out. I don't know. Maybe that's a bit of a risk, but let's get to the pack openings and see what we can get.
All right, so we're here with the Orim's Chant art. I believe that was like the 1 mana white card that was pretty good that we were talking about. But yeah, let's hop right into it. Let's see what we get. Hopefully some good spice. Interesting. So in the first pack here, we see that we're starting to see these common familiars that we were talking about. We got the Thunderscape one, which is the red one, giving black and green spells 1 less to play, which is kind of good for us because we rolled black. Another interesting card is Sawtooth Loon. There's a few of these around in the set. Sawtooth Loon is a 4-mana white-blue version of this kind of set of creatures, but it's a 2/2 flyer. When it comes into play, return a white or blue creature you control from your owner's hand. Then when it comes into play, you also draw 2 cards and put 2 cards above your library. So those effects are pretty sweet. There are kind of smaller versions like Lava Zombie, which are kind of doing the same thing, where it's play a creature, return specific colored creatures to your hand, and then also a bonus effect. I think the Lava Zombie one's interesting because it's a 3-mana 4/4/3, which is already pretty good. And you also pay 2 to give it +1/+0 until end of turn. So it's like fire breathing on it. It could work if you can find some low mana ETB cards that you would want to keep recurring, maybe, such as like Wood Elves or something. But we will see what other ones we get.
All right, we are here with 18 packs of Planeshift. We want to obviously get some good white cards because we're playing white today, but honestly, I'm really feeling this Esper strategy, and if we can get some Esper cards, this is a 3-color set, Urtai is another option, some lands, then we will be definitely going in that direction today. So without further ado, let's see what we get here. And our first pack has Namada the Grove Guardian, a 6-mana 4/5, not bad. 3 mana, put a sapling into play, very strong. All saplings sacrifice a sapling, all saplings get +1. This is a very strong green card. I really like to see this. I love saplings and token decks in green, and so this will be a lot of fun to do. It looks like, God, there's just so many like interesting cards. We also got a foil, which is kind of neat. I'm gonna have to probably, oh, okay, I take that back. Dromar's Cavern is an Esper land, so I think that we might have to try to play this, although you do have to bounce a land. I don't know how good these cards are. They are 3 colors though, which is nice. Seems like we have some other cool cards to work with, but overall, yeah, not a bad first pack.
We also are getting a lot more of the familiars, and then kind of the uncommon ones. We got another Sawtooth Loon, and then the Raising Snid Beast. Potentially good. We also got 2 of these now, the planar overlays. I didn't mention it in the first one because I didn't think it was that great, but upon reading it again, I think there is some potential for it. So each player chooses a land he or she controls for each basic land type. Return those lands to their owner's hands. So if we're playing a mono blue deck, could be potentially good if Kieran's running a 3 color deck or something. Basically anything, this card will put you 2 turns ahead in terms of land drops if you can play it, and it's only 3 mana, so you can really slow your opponent down if you're playing against like many colors. Could potentially be good, and we're getting a few of them, so you know, having consistency seems to be key in these series, as both Kieran and I have learned.
All right, next pack here. Ooh, there we go. Diabolic Intent. You guys know I love my sacrifice strategies, and this is a perfect card to go into a black sacrifice deck. Love to see our tutors against Colin. It really helps our strategies, and we got our second Nightscape Familiar, so that is also very cool to see. We also got a Battle Mage in 3 colors, a 3 mana 2/2 with Kicker. When it enters the battlefield, if you paid the white Kicker, you gain 3 life. If you paid the black Kicker, destroy a non-black creature. So for 6 mana, it's a 2/2 that destroys. Not great. Not great, not terrible. Rith's Charm, not bad though. And Hull Breach, it's our second copy of Hull Breach. So, you know what? These packs are, regardless of what we get, seem to be doing pretty well for us, even in the common and uncommon slots. So, happy to see these.
Interesting. We're seeing some black-blue cards as well here. Kind of more those like familiar, I mean, I guess not familiars, but the ones where you return a creature to your hand when they come into play. But Marsh Crocodile seems interesting. 4 mana 4/4. When Marsh Crocodile comes into play, return a blue or black creature you control to the owner's hand. When Marsh Crocodile comes into play, each player discards a card from his or her hand. So this could be good with the like a Reanimator deck, and then also forcing discards upon our opponent. Also maybe bleeds into the 3-color pie that we're looking at here with Nightscape Battle Mage, which is a 3 mana 2/2 with a kicker of 1 island 2 colorless and or mountain 2 colorless. Basically, when it comes into play, if you played the blue one, you can return up to 2 target non-black creatures to their owner's hands. And if you paid the red one, you can destroy a target land, which seems pretty powerful even though it's just a 2/2 wizard. But it's an interesting color combo I don't think we've tried yet either, so maybe that is on the table for deck building. Amazing. This is a card we didn't talk about in the card set, but Slingshot Goblin. 3 mana 2/2. Pay 1, tap it. Slingshot Goblin deals 2 damage to target blue creature. Not great, but the art is hilarious. I'll zoom in here a bit. Yeah, it's just a really chunky goblin with a tiny slingshot. Kind of ripped actually. I don't know, it's got that dad bod going on a bit, but hilarious card. Hilarious card. Love to see it.
All right, next packs. Let's see what we can get here. Shivan Worm, 5 mana, 7/7 trample. Comes into play, return a red or green creature you control to its owner's hand. That doesn't seem that bad. For 5 mana, you get a 7/7. If you could do like Lawanor Elves, for example, you could even float the mana, bounce it, bring it back. I like that quite a bit. We also got a couple more charms, so that's really great to see. And Shivan Drake, 3 mana, 3/3 flyer, bounce a creature. There's some synergies there because you have stuff like our jellyfish that can bounce opponents' creatures, and so like getting those back to the hand to replay isn't actually that bad, especially if we're getting a 3/3 flying body on the field. So there might be some blue-white. I think the blue-white-black deck is maybe coming along. We'll have to see what kind of strategies we can get.
Planeswalker's Scorn, very interesting. 3 mana enchantment, pay 4 mana, target opponent reveals a card at random from his or her hand. Target creature gets -X until end of turn, where X is the converted mana cost of that revealed card. Play this ability and anytime you play sorcery. Interesting, like consistent removal. Seems like it could be good. It's a little slow and clunky. It's very similar to that, I believe it was a blue Planeswalker's Mischief we opened earlier. So there's probably a playset of these. I guess we didn't highlight that, but cool. We'll keep our eyes out for that. We also got another Nightscape Familiar we like to see, and I think this is our second Warped Devotion we've also opened, which is interesting in the context of our discarding deck idea we had. It seems like a good tech for it. But 3 mana enchantment, whenever a permanent is returned to a player's hand, that player discards a card from his or her hand. So that's pretty big because blue has a lot of bounce stuff that's cheaper and a little more reliable sometimes than the black removal, because black removal seems to be pretty largely dependent on targets not being black cards. So it could be a good outlet for our discard deck if we decide to kind of go down that road again. I mean, we are playing black. Who knows? Who knows?
All right, next pack here. Oh, we got the fucking goblin. Boo. 3 mana Warp Devotion, though. Whenever a permanent is returned to a player's hand, that player discards a card. That's kind of gnarly. If we play the jellyfish, which completely is, the name of it is blanking my mind. The 3 mana jellyfish that bounces a creature. We could have this and bounce a creature and then make him discard. Ooh, and then we could play like unsummons and stuff. Okay, if we can get a few more copies of this, I might have to think about it. Also, Grixis Charm is very cool to see. And another Drake. I'm really liking this pack opening.
Oh my god, we got a shiny foil slingshot goblin. It's too bad those don't translate into our cockatrice games, but we have it. Team Croft, take note. We have a golden slingshot boy. Oh, nice. We got Eladamri's Call, the white-green tutor for a creature. Seems great. We love to see it. Wow, we got Urtai. Wow, okay, cool. So Urtai, the classic 5 mana 3/4 with the ability of pay an island, tap him, sacrifice a creature or enchantment, counter target spell. Not terrible, not super great, I think, just because board control seems to be winning us these games so much. So losing board control to counter a spell would have to be pretty freaking worthwhile for it to happen. Damn, Noxious Vapors seems pretty good actually. 3 mana, each player reveals his or her hand, and chooses 1 card of each color from it, then discards the other non-land cards from it. It's pretty powerful against a mono deck. Seems to be a bit of dialogue in this set between going multicolor and mono. Makes for some interesting matchups. But again, same stuff, seeing more charms, seeing pygmy, seeing kavus, seeing familiars. Slowly getting the card count up on all those categories.
All right, next pack here, Forsaken City. Doesn't untap during untap step. Beginning of your upkeep, you may remove a card in your hand from the game to untap it. Add 1 mana of any color. Yikes, that is a dangerous card. I guess if you can draw a lot of cards, it's not the worst, but having to exile a card from your hand is kind of suspect. Rushing River, though. 3 mana, bounce a non-land permanent, kick or sack a land to do it again. That could really work with that black enchantment we were looking at in the other pack. Otherwise, Noxious Vapor. Each player reveals a card their hand. It chooses 1 of each color from it, then discards all other non-land cards. It's not a bad discard spell if he's playing multiple colors. Yeah, and Primal Growth and a Terminate. God, this set's actually kind of cracked. Planeshift, a set I don't really feel like I ever hear about, but the set actually has a lot of great stuff in it, at least for our series.
Ooh, nice. Eladamri's Call, number 2. A great card to start doubling up on. I was just thinking of like, what cards do I want? And I was thinking like Terminates and like, that Goblin Zombie enchantment. But, if we're getting Eladamri's Call, I can't really complain. That's a great card to have. Got a Hull Breach too. Hull Breach pretty good. Hull Breach, can't complain. Love me some Gruul tech. Wow, Questing Feldegriff. Love to see it. The hippo with wings. I know there's a lot of commander decks that like kind of build around Feldegriff. I'm sure there's one day we'll find a way to build around Feldegriff for this. We'll see. All
right, next pack here, Doomsday Spectre. 4 mana 2/3. When it comes into play, return a blue or black creature to its hand, and then when it deals combat damage to a player, look at that player's hand, choose a card, and they discard it. That's pretty cool. We also got another Warped Devotion. We do have to remember that this is reciprocal, so that if we have to bounce our stuff with stuff like the Doomsday Spectre, we're going to have to discard a card as well. But in a strategy in which we want to revive things from the graveyard, maybe. I feel like, though, the way I'm talking about all these strategies, it feels like that Rebel deck we played a couple episodes ago where I was trying to do all these different things and couldn't do one thing especially well. So we have to be careful about that.
Wow, another planar overlay. What the heck? I feel like it's not the best rare to get. Probably could be getting better ones, but it's pretty wild. I think we have like 3 or 4 of them now. Can't remember. Lots of Primal Growths too, hey? This is an interesting, like, I feel like a lot of these cards are just better than what we have, generally speaking. So I feel like, you know, probably end up playing a lot of them this time around, but I think we're like pretty happy with what we got. I feel like we got burned maybe in the rare slots a little bit, but we also got some pretty cool rares. Lots of water spouts, lots of planar overlays, just kind of scrolling through stuff. But yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty happy. Hopefully didn't miss anything too crazy. Well, it would have been nice to get those Gobbo zombies online, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I guess we'll go into deck tech. The colors I'm leaning towards are blue, red, black. We'll see if that's too ambitious with our land base is probably the number one step, and then seeing what weird shenanigans we can actually get away with. So I guess I'll see you guys in the game. Yeah, wish me luck in the deck building process.
Okay, so I was wrong. We have one more pack left. Can we get the zombie or another tutor? That would be pretty cool too. Ooh, okay, very cool. We got Urtai the Corrupted. That tells me today is a Esper kind of day, because Urtai is super cool. I don't know if we want to play him today. I feel like we have to, right? He's a 5-mana 3/4 wizard legend. I pay a blue, sack a creature or enchantment to counter a spell. I think if we stick this, it's going to be really hard for Colin to do anything. Issue is you need the creatures and enchantments to be able to do it. So I feel like Urtai's better in like a sacrificey deck where you're like making tokens, but maybe we can slot him in today just for fun. Other than that, you know, we got a million of the Nightscape familiars. Hopefully we got the other familiars. I wasn't really paying attention to those. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of cool cards in this set. I actually kind of enjoyed this set more than Invasion, weirdly enough. But, you know, with our new Factor Fictions, with some of the graveyard stuff we can do, I think we can have fun today. Hopefully I won't bite off too much more than I can chew. I hope I don't bite off more than I can chew. That's the saying. But I'm gonna go do some deck building, and I will catch you guys in the deck tech.
All right, so we ended up playing Grixis like we thought. We have black, blue, red. I'm not too sure how well this deck will perform, but I did kind of notice something about some of these cards that was quite interesting to me. And then I think we ended up actually like basically going out of it. But we have our playset of Nightscape Familiars and our three Nightscape Battle Mages, so I really kind of wanted to lean into that. The other thing that I wanted to try was Warped Devotion. The whole idea of the deck is to kind of like turbo bounce into discard, which is kind of a really convoluted way of us kind of doing what we have already successfully done, but I thought it would be fun. That being said, I think the biggest thing about these three colors is that all our moxes are online now and like useful. I mean, they were already very useful, but now they're actually the appropriate colors. So that will be fun to play with. Also, potentially last chance to play with moxes, potentially last chance to play with Force of Will, depending on how hard Kieran wants to go on the banning. So I figured I may as well throw those in there. We don't actually have a ton of other blue cards, so the Forces of Will might be swapped out pretty quick. We'll see how they do. Anyways, so basically the strategy is to keep doing a lot of recursion. So we're wanting to draw a lot of cards, discard a lot of cards, and we want to also start making our opponent discard cards to slow them down. So basically Warped Devotion is making it so anytime we force a player to discard, or sorry, whenever a permanent is returned to their hand, we're forcing them to discard. So we're basically starting to turn effects like Mana Wars into kill spells. The other thing that we were playing around with that we cut were these cards that I think I still have one on my sideboard. Let's see if I can find it. Like the Doomsday Spectre kind of cards where you play it and you return a card to your hand. So I was looking for a lot of ETB effects. And those ETB effects came mostly from Priests of Gix, Mana Wars, Keldon Champions, Gitu Slingers, Grave Diggers, all kind of having these effects when they come into the battlefield from play. So I ended up scrapping a lot of those cards because they're not super great, but I started to realize there's a lot of echo costing cards happening, and there's also the Animate Deads that we're also going to be playing. So the idea is not necessarily to have a board stick, but it's more to be pretty aggressive in cycling our board so we can get it back and keep getting basically benefits for bringing stuff back over and over again. We do have our dragons as big hitters in the top end because I wasn't too sure how much stopping power we'll have to finish this off. Normally it would just be a fireball, but it, you know, kind of going the creature route this time. Then to support this, we have a huge array of lands, basically any multicolored land we could get to try to help our color spread. We also have fluxes and goblin lores for card draw, which is also making us discard stuff as well as Kieran discard stuff. So we're also, if he's not playing an animator deck, we will be cycling through his deck as well, which is good for us and potentially for him. Who knows? We'll see. I'm not honestly convinced this deck is going to be great. I just thought it was kind of a cool cycling ability, something that I've thought of doing for a long time, but never really like had the tech to do it. And then this color combination weirdly opened up to this ability, I suppose. That being said, we do have backup plans if this kind of weird cycling strategy doesn't work. We have our Black Vices on standby. We also have Doomsday Specters, Hypnotic Specters, more discard effect. We have a Necrotol in case another good ETB card from way back when. We have some anti-blue tech and Spinal Villains. We have some anti-red tech and Blue Elemental Blasts. We have Unsummons, which could potentially be 1-mana kill spells. With Warped Devotion, he's discarding the card on top of the 1-mana bounce. So pretty good value. We also brought back Brain Geyser, Blast from the Past here. You know, if Kieran gets greedy, if it's fluxes and has a ton of card draw, maybe we could Brain Geyser him to death. Also, we just haven't played Brain Geyser in a long time. And then we also just have Overwhelming Forces, just because it seems good, and we have like a pretty quick mana base. Like if we get lucky, there is a world where we have 5 mana on turn 2, and that's what, like 2/3 of Overwhelming Forces cost. So it's like a pretty oppressive start. There's a potential for it. Not saying it'll happen, probably won't happen, but we'll see how it goes today. Just kind of more trying something new, a little bit of the old, a little bit of the new. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I had fun building the deck. Whether it's gonna be good or not, we'll see. Anyways, see you in the game. We'll see what Kieran has for us.
Okay, Lang Gang, we are here today, and this could either go really poorly or really well. I think I thought this through. Let's find out together. So this deck is kind of a reanimator bounce deck, I guess you could say. So let's go card by card here. We got our 3 Soul Rings because why wouldn't we play them? Although in a 3-color deck, you're getting to that point where you have to make that decision because colorless mana can actually hurt you sometimes. For our creature lineup, we have 2 Avatar of Hopes as our reanimation targets. Really, most of our things could be considered reanimation targets. I tried to aim to add a lot of cards that had enter the battlefield effects or strong effects like that. So we have our Avatar of Hope, Palinkron, which also untaps all our lands when it enters, and Sarah Angel's and this Tolarian Serpent. Those are kind of like our core big guys package. So if we can get those out, Colin will have trouble with it. But our other creatures are a Doomsday Specter, which will allow us to start picking cards out of Colin's hand. These also allow us, alongside these Silver Drakes, to bounce our own creatures, which we can actually use with our Mana War package to be able to bounce more of Colin's things. So we've got that. I brought in Urtai. I don't know if it's a good idea, but he's cool, and we got him, and he's in our colors. So we're going to try him out. We brought in a Marsh Crocodile, which comes into play. Each player discards a card. This could help us get cards into the graveyard to reanimate. It also bounces a creature, and it's a 4/4 for 4. We brought our 4-mana Necrotols, which are also great to bounce back because they're removal, or reanimate because they also act in that way as well. And that is our creature package. For our enchantments, we have our 3 Animate Deads. We also have, in terms of reanimation, 2 False Defeats from 3 Kingdoms. There was actually a Portals version of this that basically did the exact same thing, but we're going to try our 3 Kingdoms cards because it's cool. So these are just 4 mana, bring a creature back. We have 2 Living Deaths, which will bring everything from our graveyard back to the battlefield and eliminate everything on the battlefield into the graveyard. This also does it for Colin though, so we need to make sure when we use this it's to our best benefit. And we have Reanimate, which is probably one of the best spells for the archetype. In terms of the bounce package, we actually brought in our 2 Warped Devotions, which will basically mean that whenever Colin or I have a thing bounce back to our hand, we're gonna have to discard a card. Hopefully we'll be able to do that Colin more than he'll be able to do that to us. It makes things like Mana War very powerful, and so I think this could be a really strong card. I wish we had gotten a 3rd copy, but such is life. We have 3 Brainstorms and 3 Factor Fiction for our blue card draw engine package. And then we also brought in 2 Recoils, which are 3 mana, bounce a permanent, and then they discard a card. So it kind of works with Warp Devotion. Normally this card wouldn't be necessarily worth it, but for 3 mana now with Warp Devotion out, it would be bounce a permanent and they discard 2 cards. So that's really powerful. Lastly, we have Rushing River, which is 3 mana, bounce a non-land permanent, or pay an extra cost by sacrificing a land and bounce an additional card. So just by itself, it's not bad. You can bounce 2 things, but with Warped Devotion, you'll be able to bounce 2 things and make them discard 2 cards. So that's very powerful indeed. For our land package, we brought in, just stuff to play our 3-color deck: Adakar Waste, Ancient Springs, City of Brass. We also brought in Forbidden Watchtower, which I actually wish I had put more copies of this in. I forgot, but that's okay. It is an enter tap land, but it's a nice little blocker. We have our islands, our Caracas in case he does play any legendaries, our Urborg because it's just value in black, and then our Wasteland as well as our plains and swamps. For our sorceries, we have those False Defeats, our Living Death, and the Reanimate. In the sideboard, we brought in 3 Tormod's Crypts, so if he has any graveyard synergy, we can bring these in. Also, these work really well with Living Death because we can exile his graveyard and then basically wipe his board and get all our creatures back from the graveyard at the cost of our board. So Tormod's Crypt, we've seen that before when I used Living Death originally, and it was quite powerful. We also brought in King Crab. This is kind of a meme, but it's a 6 mana 4/5 reanimation target, and if he's playing green, it's literally just starts bouncing his creatures on top of his deck, so I thought that was very funny. Also, I saw it and I didn't realize I had it in the collection. So we brought that in case he's playing green. I brought in 3 Rhystic Studies in the sideboard in case he's playing more of a control deck or he's casting a lot of spells. This could get us some card draw. 3 Blue Elemental Blast, that's so hard to say sometimes, to deal with specifically firebally red burn decks. 2 Disrupts in case he's playing a lot of kill spells and such. Typically what I've noticed Colin has been doing is leave enough mana up to play his like giant growths or kill spells, and so if we can counter it for 1, I think that'll be quite strong. And then Wrath of Gods in case he's playing like a go wide goblin strategy or something like that, which to be honest will probably end up siding out the Living Deaths in that case because we don't want him to bring his whole graveyard back. So that's the deck. I think it's quite strong. I like the gameplay patterns it has and the colors. I love Esper. It's probably one of my favorite 3 color combos, right up there with Grixis. So yeah, wish me luck. Hopefully we can balance his cards and make him discard some stuff in the process. So last episode, I have nothing to lose, so let's have some fun. Well, Colin, we are back at it again. We're getting plain Schwifty here.
Plain Schwifty, closing it out.
Closing it out. I have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Nothing to win, so.
It's true. But
And nothing to lose.
Well, you do have something to win, because I think at the time of this episode, you will be just over half the amount of wins that I have. So I don't remember the exact amount, but I think I had like 20 wins, and you might have like 11 or something like that. The audience.
Don't we have like 37 episodes though?
Listen, I don't know. No. This will be episode 33.
Okay.
Yeah. So it ends up being. It works out. I don't remember the numbers. Maybe I miscounted over the episodes. But regardless, you need to get those wins to start to tie up the series as a whole.
That's true.
So
we still got ground to make up.
Still got ground to make up, but you're making it up. So before I draw cards accidentally, let's roll a die.
6.
8.
God damn. I haven't won a roll in a while.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. All right.
Just been
Good luck, my
winning
dude.
games instead.
What?
Just been winning games instead.
Oh, wow. That was so scary. I just heard the demon voice. Okay, so Colin, you have 6 mulligan points to my 2 mulligan points. Shouldn't I be at 3 mulligan points? Did I screw up at some point?
I'm not sure.
You know what? I'm going to go with what I've recorded. So I have 2 mulligan points.
Okay.
This hand is garbage, so I'm going to be mulliganing.
Okay. I'm going to take a mulligan as well, because someone wise
Finally.
once told me you need lands to play this game.
True. And you haven't taken a mulligan in a while, so...
It's true.
At least that's what it feels like. All right, I can play this. It has the colors, and it has cards. I don't know. It's probably bad. I don't know what this deck is. I don't know. I don't know, Kieran. You got to stay positive. You got to believe in the heart of the cards. I will put this back to the bottom, I guess.
Why isn't it letting me take a mulligan? I'm so confused.
You right-clicked and said take mulligan?
The option isn't there. Is control on the hockey?
Yeah.
Oops.
What colors are you playing, Colin?
I actually don't know how that happened. What is going on? I'm going to take another mulligan because I'm still
Do you want to take another mulligan and go to 5, or do you want to use a mulligan point so you can keep
I'll use a
7?
mulligan point. Why not?
Okay, perfect. So you go down to 5 mulligan points.
This is so strange that I am not getting any lands. Like, what the heck?
Welcome to my life, last 2 episodes.
I have 20 in my deck. I guess it's not a ton.
I think 20 is pretty solid with your mana rocks. Are you going down to 6 again?
Yep.
All right. Hey, you have the mulligan points to burn, so...
That's true. Ooh, it looks like I can keep this one too, so that's nice.
Okay, you're going to keep?
Yep, I'm just going to move this to the bottom. All right, mess me up.
Okay, we're going to try untap, upkeep, main 1. I'm going to put down the color that I spun today. Forbidding Watchtower.
Got white.
So taps for white mana. I can pay 2 mana, make it a 1/5 until end of turn.
Big walls, okay.
And I will pass to you.
All right. Upkeep, draw, main 1. Well, now we're getting lots of land. You'll love to see it. I guess I'll play a mountain. Because I accidentally
Wow, you're
showed
playing
you a
red
mountain.
today? I didn't know that.
No way.
Crazy.
All right. I'll pass turn there. Nothing crazy happening.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Not great. Main 1, I will play Urborg.
What?
I've played this
I haven't
before.
seen this in
It
a
taps for
long
black.
time.
I can tap it and remove First Strike or Swamp Walk from a creature till end of turn.
Damn.
Because
I
you
mean,
never
it's
know.
not bad. So you're black-white, eh? Warhov, maybe even
Pass
more.
to you.
Who knows? Tap,
Who
upkeep,
knows?
draw.
You know I like my Orzhov.
What is going on, man? This is funny. I'm gonna play an Island, and then I'm gonna tap 2 for a Goblin Lore.
Okay, here we go again. Goblins are back.
Draw 4 cards.
You know I'm gonna have to ban a good goblin this season.
Really?
Oh no, that'd be so
God.
mean. I can't do that to you. I'm a good boy. I'm a good holy man.
Okay, real random card. What is it?
Animate Dead.
Oh no.
Sulphurous Spring.
Okay.
Grixis.
The last one. Who says just Grixis?
City of Brass. Alright, that's some
that's
good
kind of
mana
rough,
done.
actually. Yeah. Not ideal.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Yeah, it's okay. At least I got play next turn now. Pass to you.
Fair. Untap, upkeep, draw. It's not bad. Main 1. It's funny that you're playing Grixis because I'm playing Esper. I'll play an island.
Oh man, Esper. The
Read
3-color
all about
wars.
it. And I think I'm going to do this just make sure I use my mana. So I'm gonna go 3 and cast Recoil, and I'm going
Recoil.
to bounce your island to your hand, and then you have to discard a card.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Tempo.
Yeah, big tempo plays. I will. That is quite annoying, actually.
And I'll pass to you after that.
I guess I'll discard Flux.
Ooh. Oh, we're back on the flux.
Upkeep,
Nice.
Draw.
Back on the
Main
fox.
1. Shucks. That is
Shucks.
actually pretty annoying. I guess I'll play an island and pass turn.
Damn. You love to see it. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. I will be playing a Swippity Swamp.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Wait, what do you got going on in this graveyard? Not a lot. I'll pass you. You know what? I'm
Have an
generous.
Animate Dead in there.
Why would I play Animate Dead?
Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1.
I have a feeling this is gonna be a
Swamp.
crazy.
Yeah,
Match.
based on what I'm seeing. Oh boy. I mean, why not? Let's add some pressure. I'm gonna play a Gitu Slinger and deal 2 damage to your face.
Ooh. Okay. That's a cool one. That's. Oh, hang on. I've got a blender going on in the background.
Did you pause the timer?
Boy, I didn't even start the timer.
God. At least this will count it down a little bit for us.
All right, I take my 2 damage and I start the clock
Amazing.
in response.
Yeah, it happens sooner or later.
I will never remember to start the clock. Not to mention we've never hit the clock as a
I was gonna
mechanic,
say.
so it's
Well,
been fine.
as soon as we started using the clock, I think we were like, okay. We just
Yeah.
started playing faster.
Yeah, true. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Untap, upkeep. Oh, sorry, actually. Yeah, that's fine. Draw. It's funny you play this specific card. It's actually good against what I'm doing.
Are you gonna bounce it to my hand so I can do it again?
No, why would I do that? Don't be silly. Pass to you, I guess.
Interesting. I mean, the nice thing about this deck is I can go straight to upkeep, pay this, keep him alive, not
Okay.
really care.
Sure, yeah. I don't know if you were gonna pay the echo.
Pay that echo, play a swamp. Guess I'll go to combat and see what you got.
Show me what you've got. Says the Rick and Morty episode, apparently. I'll take 2.
Oh, you're not gonna make a wall?
I can't. I don't have enough white mana.
Oh yeah,
the white
sorry.
mana to
Urborg is not white. I just assumed
No.
it was white. Very intense for a plains. I guess I'll pass there.
All right.
Get my beats in while I can.
Upkeep. Draw. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Main 1. I mean, you know what? It's not ideal, but I guess we'll do it. I'll pay 3, and I will cast Mana War and bounce the Slinger.
Okay.
Not the best, but you know, we do what we can. I'll pass to you.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. Now we're cooking with some gas. Okay.
I don't want to
Play
hear
an island. Play a Soul Ring.
that. Okay. Speeding up.
A little bit. I guess I'll cast the Gitu Slinger and ping the Mana War.
Oh, is it any target? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck me. Okay, give me my life back. I guess my guy's dead. All right, cool.
Yeah, I guess I'll pass turn there. That's why I was a
Really?
little confused.
I didn't read the part of it.
Creature-
I thought
creature
it was
player.
2 damage.
There
to
was,
play
I think
it.
I had like a Keldon champion, and then I also flagged a Kavu that could do the same thing, but the champion was player only, the Kavu was creature only. And then I saw this one, and I'm like, honestly, like 3 mana for a 2/2 ain't great, but
Yeah, I think I played the
versatility's
Slinger in a
huge.
deck this season. I don't remember what deck it was, but I do remember playing it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's a
Untap.
nomad. How often do you see summon nomad?
Summon Nomad. Nomad. You mad? Nomad.
Nomad, bro.
Nomad, bro. Alright, draw. Main 1. This isn't going well, Colin. I mean, I guess I can just keep stalling for time.
You gonna get slung?
No, I don't want to get slung. I'm trying to avoid it. Jesus Christ, this is a tough decision. I think I'm just going to do it just to buy some time. I'm going to cast Reanimate, bring back the Mana War, and take 3. And bounce your Slinger again.
Okay.
Past you.
Damn, the Reanimate, hey?
We do what we have to.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Oh my god. Play a Mox Sapphire.
Okay, man. Alright, calm the hell down. You have enough mana?
No, I need more. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Imagine
6,
you had
7,
Nicol
8.
Bolas. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty sick. Mana War's back.
Hey, just play the Get To and ping it down
I was
again.
gonna say, maybe that's the play. It's like the Get To Slinger's like big value, big brain.
I pinged myself for 3 to reset board.
I mean, you're buying time, I guess. There's like another thing I can do that's potentially more devastating.
Damn.
I think I might do that though. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Uh-oh.
5.
No, pull the brakes.
6.
Hit the brakes.
I'm gonna play a Nightscape Battle Mage with paying the Mountain Kicker cost.
Damn, okay.
So when Nightscape Battle Mage comes into play, if you paid the Mountain and 2 colorless kicker cost, destroy target land. And I think I'm gonna go after that island.
Oh, no.
So we're gonna destroy that island. Unless you got something for me.
I don't. I'm just suffering. All right.
And from there, sir, it's your turn.
Jesus Christ. All right, untap, upkeep.
You try to
draw.
tempo me, I'll tempo you.
Oh my god, dudes. Oh god. Why did you play this deck? Why did you play this deck?
Nomads and wizards.
Hard counter me more. Past you.
Damn. Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Okay. I think I will play the Get To Slinger, blow up the Mana War.
Sure, why not?
Then we'll go to combat and I'll swing for 2.
Take 2.
Okay. Then on second main, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna play Warped Devotion.
Okay, sure.
So it's a
a
3-mana
fun
enchantment. Whenever a permanent is returned to a player's hand, that player discards a card from his or her hand.
Damn. Why couldn't you have played that like 3 turns ago?
I know. I was like, man, it's gonna be an interesting, crazy game. Because I might have some spice up my sleeve too.
I just realized the Nightscape Battle Mage's blue one is bounce 2. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty nuts, especially with Warped Devotion.
Yeah, seriously.
6 mana. Return
Untap.
2 creatures, discard 2 cards, 2/2.
That's not bad.
Pretty nasty.
Keep, draw. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This isn't good. Very mucho not good. Mucho not good. I'm gonna go black, white, and animate dead my Mana War.
Okay.
And I will bounce your Slinger.
Battle Mage. Aw.
Why would I do the Battle Mage?
Ultimate punish.
So you have to discard a card.
Man. This is interesting. I feel like the Slinger is almost better though.
I did not expect this kind of matchup.
Yeah, this is it's not a Colin deck.
This would have been. This is probably the best scenario for you, I think.
It's pretty good. So I'm gonna discard a Mana War.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? You know, we didn't play the same colors, Colin, but man, were we in each other's brains on this one.
How many Mana Wars do you have?
We'll find out together, I guess.
Because I have a lot, and I did not realize.
It got reprinted in Portal, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of, I didn't realize. I think I got 1 early on, and I got several more later.
Yeah.
So.
That's, I'm done. I'll pass to you.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1.
Wish I had mana.
Swamp. I have a lot of mana. I'll play the Get To Slinger, blow up the Mana War.
Of course, as one does.
And then we'll go into combat and swing with the Mage.
Take 2.
And I guess I'll pass turn there, just kind of in a holding pattern.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
You got 3 turn clock.
Main 1.
No blue mana.
Fuck, I guess I'll play this for fun because it's super funny. I'm gonna cast Warped Devotion.
Oh my god. Excellent. Dude, this
pass
is
to you.
not... This is why I didn't play a full playset, guys, because I knew Kieran was gonna play it too. So, like, in the end, I do have a full
It's like the accumulated knowledge episode.
draw. Main 1. Oh god.
Stop living in my head, or I'm gonna start charging rent.
Oh, I guess I can't even play that guy. Okay. Well, I guess I go to combat and swing for 4.
I'll take
Oh,
four.
I would have to pay the echo on the slinger.
Yeah. There is a way out of this for me, but it's a very narrow path.
I'll pass turn.
Untap, upkeep.
There's so
please.
much lockdown right now, you have no idea. There's no way you're going to be playing a card anytime soon.
We'll see about that. Oh my god. Alright, past you.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1.
I mean, if you can do the extra
Play
damage, you
Mock
win.
Sapphire. I can't, actually.
Okay.
So I swing for 4.
Alright, come back. Let's do it.
Pass turn.
Untap, upkeep. Oh, I forgot to draw a discard on my last turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, I have 7.
Yeah, you're good.
Draw. I mean, that's a land. I mean, you have the counter spell I lose anyways, so fuck it. Oh, get to Slinger.
Yeah. Get 2.
Oh no.
You're going to bounce get 2 back to my hand.
I mean, I die if I do that.
Yeah.
That's kind of
So you
unfortunate.
bounce the mage and then...
GG. I couldn't bounce the get to because then you kill me with it. I can't leave the get to because then you kill me with it.
Honestly, get 2 MVP. Did so much
did
work.
Oh my
Killed
god.
the same mana war like 3
I need to go to
times.
I need to go to sideboard. I can't.
Okay.
I can't.
All
I'll
right.
see you in game 2.
Game 2.
Oh man, that could not have gone worse for us. Colin is playing basically our deck, but I don't know, better or worse is the right way to put it. I think that he has some interesting tech in red that I feel benefits him in this matchup compared to our tech in white. So I actually ended up pulling out basically all of our bounce creatures, Marsh Crocodile and our 3 Silver Drakes, as well as Urtai, and basically paring us down to 13 creatures, really focusing on the reanimation aspect and playing more troll than we were before. Because I don't think Colin's going to pull out his Warped Devotions, and I think we can really lean into that in a way that I don't know if Colin is. The reason we pulled out Urtai was just because he's too slow. He's a tapped ability, and I think Colin can just easily bounce him. And then the Marsh Crocodile and the Silver Drakes are just going to be bouncing our stuff, whereas I feel like if Colin's bouncing our stuff already, you know, we have our Mana Wars and our Necrotals and our Palincrons, that's fine, but we really don't want him bouncing these because these, we already pay a cost of bouncing. So I actually did think removing them was the right answer. I pulled out the Reanimate because it can lose us a lot of life in this package now, and he's playing red, so we have to be wary of that. And I also pulled out the Living Death because we obviously only have 13 creatures, so like this strategy isn't really going to work well. That said, I did bring in the Tormod's Crypts because they can be a nice little way to get rid of his graveyard. The issue is a lot of our reanimation is actually going to be targetable from either graveyard. So the Tormod's Crypts might not be useful, but even if we have to nuke our own graveyard to prevent him from getting one of our avatars or Sarah Angels, I feel like the tech is there. Brought in 2 Rhystic Studies so that at least he's paying a cost or a tax, or we're drawing cards. And I brought in 3 Blue Elemental Blast to hopefully deal with stuff like his Get-To Lavamancers and any other red stuff he might have. So this is going to be an uphill battle. I think we can pull it off, but it's going to be, we have to play very carefully. Let's just put it that way. So wish me luck.
All right, so I wasn't too sure what to change around. I think the only big change I made is I got rid of the Gix, or Priest of Gix, and the Keldon Champion to get into Spinal Villains. Just because Kieran's playing blue, I feel like it's a super oppressive way to like get those Mana Wars and stomp them down again. And that's really the only creature I've seen from him, so I don't really know. But he is playing blue. There's a lot of good blue creatures, especially flying ones that could cause me a lot of problems. And I put the little butt-faced Spinal Villains in here to deal with that. May as well do it. We seem to be chilling on mana last game. That could change, so the Gix might come back. I think the Keldon Champion isn't as good. It seems like I'm probably going to have a ton of board control. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I feel like it was a bit of an anomaly. Destroying his land was huge, so these battle mages could come in massive, especially because Kieran's playing 3 colors. So let's just hop into it and see how it goes. I feel like sideboarding will get more interesting come the next game if we lose again, just because I can make a few more educated decisions because we didn't see too much. Besides, he's kind of playing right into our hands, which is nuts because we got a lot of beautiful things we can do to give Kieran a really hard time, and we can even go harder into it because we have unsummons in the sideboard. Anyways, let's hop into game 2 and we'll see how it goes.
Oh boy, Colin, that was a game of Magic the Gathering. Your deck is pretty similar to mine in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I
and
think.
vice versa.
Yeah.
And
I'm glad we're on the same team for this one, you know?
yeah, I guess it'll come down to which was better, red or white. So with that said, I'll be going first.
Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, best of luck in this one.
Thank
I
you.
feel
Well,
like it's gonna swing pretty hard either way, or we're gonna have like a crazy match where like
I think that
nuts
would
is
have been
gonna
a much
happen.
crazier game had I not drawn creature after creature after creature and had drawn a couple lands.
Yeah.
So we'll have to
No,
see how that
definitely
goes.
like killing the island.
Blowing
was,
up my
like,
land. Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, that was pretty big. Well, let's see if I can recover. This hand is questionable. I don't think I can keep this. It doesn't do anything. So I'm going to go down to 6.
I'm going to hold on to my
Okay.
7.
And of course, things get worse because that's how these things
Oh,
go.
no. You have your
Well,
mulligan points.
I'm not wasting a mulligan point on this episode. Come on.
For glory.
Fuck that. No, I'll go to 5. I'm not that dumb. All right, I can do this with 5. I can do this in 5. This is
Okay.
fine. Okay, so
2-card advantage. Damn.
you're 2 cards up on me now. I definitely have to keep this. So I'll go down this guy and this, I guess. All right, I will kick things off. Untap, upkeep, main 1 by playing an island. And pass you.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. Damn. Okay. I'll play City of Brass.
City of Ass. Nice.
And I'll pass to you.
End of your turn, I will brainstorm.
Brainstorm's good. I was actually going to put Brainstorms in this deck, but the reasoning behind Flux is I want to discard cards too. It's a sub-theme
Right.
going on.
Right. Fair.
We'll see if it pays off.
But Flux isn't 1 mana.
It's true. I know. I had it in my hand and I was like, I don't know, man, why I did this to myself. There's better cards.
I'll put this on top, and that's... Don't look at that. Hope you didn't see that. Did you see that? See that little
No.
thing pop up in the graveyard? No? Oh, perfect. Got away with it. Easy peasy.
Okay.
All right, that's going to go on top, and that's going to go on top. Untap, upkeep, draw. Wow, I didn't know I was going to draw that. Main 1. Let's go with a Plains, and pass to you.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. Interesting. I will play a Swamp and then Mock Sapphire.
Of course.
Pay,
Sure.
take 1. I'm going to get to sling you in the face for 2.
Sure, why not? And you're going to take 1, right? Nice.
Pass turn to you.
Really, it's doing 2 damage to you if you have to pay that Echo cost.
I know. It's a little
End
rough.
of your turn, I will cast Brainstorm.
Excellent. It's digging deep.
Oh, that is big. Definitely put that back on top. I'm not going to need that for a hot minute. And we'll put that back on top. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. Let's go with Urborg. And then... there's a bit of pressure you're applying to me, but you also have to spend your whole turn basically on that Echo cost. So I'm going to pay a white mana for Soul Ring and pass to you.
All right. Untap, upkeep. I will pay.
Okay. I'm about to play a very dangerous
Main
game.
1. And then I'll swing at you for 2.
I'll take 2.
All right. And then I'll pass turn.
You don't have a 3rd land. The dream is alive. The dream is alive.
I know,
Hang
it's
on.
kind of scary.
I have another thing I'm doing.
Okay.
So Colin, you know what? I'll let you know. I'll tell you this, even though it technically puts me at a strategic disadvantage.
Okay.
But on my Wheel of Fortune today, I spun 2 wildcard uncommons.
Damn, okay.
And so from Invasion, I decided to bring an uncommon I had from 1 to 3 copies. And
Okay.
I'm going
Oh,
to
God.
cast one of them now. It is Fact or Fiction.
Oh my god, no.
So let's. You want to play a game?
Boy, here we go. This is going to
So-
be a tough game for me to win now.
I'm going to reveal the top 5 cards. You got to separate them into 2 face-up piles.
I didn't even
get
think
put
about
one
putting
in-
Fact or Fiction in this deck. Damn.
What?
I didn't even think about putting Fact or Fiction in
Yeah,
this deck.
Fact or Fiction is good. I mean, it was only in my head mainly because I took it for the wheel. But,
Right.
So we're going to go
Would have been
1,
way better than Flux. Sarah Angel, fuck me.
3, 4, 5. Ooh. Tormod's Crypt, Swamp, Warp Devotion, Necrotol, and Sarah Angel.
Oh,
Let's see if Colin can think his way out of this.
About these.
Talk us through your process, Colin.
Tormod's Crypt is a pretty big banger. The Sarah Angel is also kind of scary. The Necrotol I'm not too scared about. Like, you can kill my Gitu slingers, I guess.
This is what you're splitting it?
I'm thinking about it. Warp Devotion,
still
I kind of
thinking.
want you to keep.
Sure.
Because that makes almost all the cards in my deck a lot better.
Right.
Maybe I do something like that instead.
This is fun. It's a fun little mini game.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I feel like the scariest card is Tormod's Crypt, so I'll probably do something like that because I'm not too scared of the Necrotal.
Okay. Is this your final decision?
Yeah.
Would you like to move them over to my board?
Nope, they're mine now.
They're all on the field. All right. What do I want to keep here? So Tormod's Crypt is very strong, especially if we're playing some graveyard stuff. Necrotal is good. I can kill the Gitu Slingers and start applying pressure with the first striker. Sarah Angel is very powerful, obviously. But also a good reanimation target for either of us, really. Warp Devotion, like you said. I do like having that second swamp. That is nice. That is nice.
Yeah, now that you know I have land destruction. Lands are pretty valuable too.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? This might be a mistake. Hey, comment section, let us know fact or fiction if we're fucking up. I'm gonna take this pile.
Interesting.
Bin those two. All right.
It's open season over there.
My turn, I guess.
Oh, yeah, I guess that was at the end.
That was
of
at
your
the
turn.
end of your turn.
God,
Yeah,
Fact or Fiction is so
instance.
good.
It's so good. Draw
This is gonna be
3,
a
4
really
mana,
hard
draw
game
3.
for
It's
me.
pretty good.
So you
Upkeep,
have the
draw.
your Sarah Angel. I guess you
Main
can
one.
play the Sarah Angel. Hey, fuck, it's scary.
I don't have 2 white mana. Well, I should say I didn't have 2 white mana.
Oh,
I play
goddamn.
Hadakar Waste. And then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Eh? Yeah, let's do it. I'll take a damage and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and cast Sarah Angel. Flying and Vigilance 4/4. Still
Classic.
relevant. Still relevant.
Still pretty good.
Still pretty good, weirdly, for alpha beta card. I was making this deck and I'm like, man, I wish I had my Senku vampires. But alas, I do not. And I'll pass to you.
Best band decision I've ever made. Oy, oy, oy. Not ideal.
You have 7 cards in hand. Ooh.
I know. I'm running into mana
Feels like the
issues.
reverse of what just happened in game 1.
Yeah. I mean, I think I gotta just start buying time. I'm gonna Mana War the Sarah Angel.
Fair enough. I kind of forgot you had access to that kind of tech.
And I'll swing at you for 2.
What do you mean buying time? You're applying pressure.
Yeah.
All right. You good?
I'll pass to you. I'm still taking damage for doing all this, though.
I
It's
know.
the city ass, but
That's true.
all
Untap.
I need is like a land, a soul ring. There's a lot
true.
of things that can happen.
Welcome to my life last game.
Yeah.
Upkeep, draw. Main 1.
Turns out lands are good.
What? Turns out lands are good. I will play a swamp. What do we want to do here? If you just keep mana warring me, that's kind of not enjoyable.
It would be nice.
Would be nice.
Wouldn't it be nice? Oh, God. We are in each other's heads.
Yeah, we are one. What is the best course of action here? I think that's it. So 1, 2, take a damage. 3, 4, 5.
She's back.
Sarah Angel's back. And I'm also going to cast Animate Dead, targeting my Necrotal.
Oh, okay.
So that's going to enter the battlefield, and I'm going to blow up the Slinger, I guess.
Okay, interesting.
And then, actually, do I blow up the Slinger? No, I'll blow up the Mana War.
Okay.
That makes more sense in my head.
Okay.
And I'll pass you.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Main 1. Oh, yeah. Pay 3 to sling the Necrotal back to the graveyard.
All right, there he goes.
That'll be the best option. And I guess I don't want to attack, so I'll pass.
All right,
Give
kept the
me
Sarah.
the mana. Give me mana. I need mana
Untap.
so bad.
Upkeep, draw, main 1. That's pretty spicy. Go to combat. I'll swing in for 4.
Take 4.
Okay. You know what? I may as well just apply maximum pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a damage. 5. Cast
Another
Sarah Angel.
Oh my god.
Sarah Angel.
It's a lot less cool.
It's not the same.
A lot less cool.
Sarah Angel.
We'll workshop it. It's okay.
Don't pretend like this isn't your fault. I'll pass to you.
All right. Untap, upkeep. I'm going to let the Gitu fall.
Okay.
Draw. Okay, that's a little bit of progress to get a mountain.
Wow. He's in it.
4 mana at my disposal now, hey?
Can you deal with 2 4/4 flyers?
Not easily. I'll go to combat and swing for 2.
What the fuck? What the fuck? You must have lightning bolt. Yeah, you probably have like lightning bolt or something, and so you're just looking for the free damage. And on my angel, I'll take the 2. I'm on to you, Colin. I'm on to you.
Okay.
You can't trick me.
I'm going to love when you watch the playback.
Oh no.
I
Don't say
will
that.
pay 2 to animate dead the Man of War. Bouncing one of those ladies back.
All right. Oh, wrong lady.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, in hindsight, taking out the Man of War actually probably was the wrong choice, I realize.
I don't know. There's
Such
merit
is
to
life.
both. I mean, if you saw what I had in my hand, you would definitely.
So,
yeah.
The reason was
yeah.
because if I was going to bounce one of the two, I want to bounce the Gitu, not the Man of War. But
Yeah.
then I realized after, I'm like, oh, if you have any sort of reanimation, I'd rather have the Gitu in the graveyard than the Man of War. But yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. They're both kind of like they're ETBs. So either way,
Yeah.
I don't think it's like ideal. I
Sure.
mean, to kill something is ideal, but like,
Yeah.
the deck is built around things coming back and forth and all over the place.
Yeah, true.
So on my end step, I'm actually going to Goblin Lore and hopefully get my way out of here.
By your end step, you mean your main phase 2.
Or main phase 2, yeah.
Okay.
Whatever works.
Draw 4, discard 3 is big.
God, this could
Big.
really suck. Okay, let me know what you
Let
see.
it suck. Let it suck. Grave Digger, okay. That's a pretty good card.
Dagger, okay. Come
Number-
on.
Mock Sapphire.
No.
You needed the mana. And last but not least, Gravedigger number 2.
Okay,
Sure.
that's not too bad. This Mox really sucks, but I played a mountain this turn, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yes, you did.
Shucks. Okay, and I took a damage for that? I can't remember. I
Let's
did.
take a look.
Yeah.
Yeah,
minus
you
1. Okay, so I'll pass turn to you and face the consequences of all my actions.
Oh boy. I don't know, man. You're starting to gain ground. Untap,
It's true.
upkeep, draw. Main 1. It's kind of cool. Mana War is not a big threat at the moment. Damn, why'd you attack with a slinger? That's another weird choice I don't really understand. I think you must have had some sort of damage. Or another slinger that you could have then popped the angel with. I think that is probably the case. Oh wait, did you...
Goblin Lord.
Oh, you have
not
Get 2
reveal.
Slinger. You could have just animated dead the Slinger, and then you would have killed it.
One
Yeah,
option,
so
yes.
that was... that was the right move, in my opinion.
One of many.
I realize this card isn't very good in this matchup. I wish I had taken it out. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a damage to play the Sarah Angel again.
It's gonna be a close one.
Yeah, it's looking that way. Combat, swing for 4.
Take 4, got no flyers.
All right, and pass to you.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Main 1. Oh, fuck. So I'll play an island. Seems like
Sure.
a good plan. It's a 5 mana now. We're almost caught up. Oh, holy shit. That's crazy.
Big brain, big brain.
Oh, fuck. Okay, wait. What card could I get to kill you?
Fireball.
I mean, you think I'm that basic, Kieran?
Yes.
I wish. So I would do that, and that would still give me that as a failsafe.
I feel like I've earned this victory, and you're taking it away from me.
Damn. I mean, I could draw into some crazy shit, though. So I think I gotta do
Was
it.
it Goblin Roaring again?
No. I'm going to 1,
Well, interestingly, you're dead on boards. You definitely have to deal with the
3.
Sarahs.
I'm a flux.
Each player chooses and discards any number of cards and draws that many. And then you draw an extra one.
Yep. I'm gonna
Ooh.
discard Brimstone Dragon, Warp Devotion, and Nightscape Familiar.
Interesting. Okay, I will discard Warp Devotion, Talarian Serpent,
Oh, interesting.
and just those.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna draw 4.
I'm going to draw 2. All right, Colin. Can...
Oh, yes. You love to see it.
No, don't say that.
I already played an island this turn, right? I can't play the mountain. Yeah, I did. Okay, that's still fine.
You don't have it. I don't believe it. You're dead. You're dead in the air. Give up. Oh, no, you know what? No, sorry. Old Kieran's coming out. You know what, Colin? You've earned this one. Work your way to the top. I believe in you.
I guess I'll pay 1 for Soul Ring.
Okay.
I'm just gonna animate Dead the Brimstone.
Okay. I figured something like that was about to happen.
Man, that sucks. I can't play that mountain. Okay, pass turn.
All right.
Not dead just yet, unless you can deal with that Brimstone.
Keep, draw. Main 1.
Which you probably
I'll
can.
play Island.
Oh, goddamn. Yeah, you got me. That is fair. GG.
If it makes you feel better, I also had Mana War.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured if I
I
had one more
actually
mana, I could have
almost
done some
discarded
crazy
Mana
shit.
War. I was like, oh, I can get rid of Mana War. And then I'm like, wait a minute.
Not good.
Yeah.
This is exciting, though. We're going to a game 3, first time in a while.
Game 3. Didn't we get a Game 3 last episode?
No,
Or was it just an exciting episode in my mind?
I think it was
I
just
can't-
exciting.
Oh,
This has been a while.
okay. All
Yeah.
right. Well, Game 3. We'll see you there.
All right. All right, so I realized I could have actually just realized this. I could have brought back Kieran's Necrotal to kill a Sarah Angel, which would have bought me another turn, which is farther than the Brimstone Dragon, because basically assume that nothing's gonna stick at that point. Anyways, messed up. Maybe we could have dragged the game out a few more turns. I don't know if we would have been winning that one though. It's pretty tough. I mean, I guess he was getting close to Get 2 Slinger range, spamming out Get 2 Slingers. Anyways, game of the past. So basically, what I did was I took out the 2 Grave Diggers and I threw in the Necrotal again, because I think after seeing more of his creatures, obviously he could have been, I mean, Necrotal could have been killing Sarah Angels, could have been killing his serpents and stuff that he revealed to me. And I also brought back the Priest of Gix just to give us a little more turbo mana power going on. So yeah, we'll see if this works. I think like the big thing was we just got stuck on mana, so maybe more mana, but I don't have that in my sideboard. I don't think the game will get to an overwhelming forces point. He's not spamming kind of creatures on the battlefield. Brain Geyser's fun, but I don't think this is the game for it. Maybe not. You know what? Throw it in. That's what we're missing. With Brain Geyser, we can't lose. 0 chance we lose with Brain Geyser. Just don't pay attention to the track record of decks that have had Brain Geyser in it, because I think we usually lose, but that's fine. But yeah, we're not in Black Vice territory. Blue Elemental Blast ain't doing much for us. We're going to rely on the Spinal Villains for anti-blue. Necrotal, a little more stopping power. I think we're going to keep the unsummons out, because I think we're both kind of scared to play Warped Devotion, because it makes our bouncing so much stronger. And whoever plays it is automatically further behind, but maybe, I don't know. I think I was a little scared to play it last game, but I think in hindsight, I should have played it, taken a turn of beats, and really weaponize the Mana Wars, because like, we can have Mana War bounce wars for days. I think that's the territory I more want to be, because I think I benefit a bit more from it. Anyways, let's hop into game 3. It's been a while. I haven't felt this pressure. See if Team Croft can live up and close out the season on a high note. It's all or nothing now.
Okay, honestly, oh my god, this is a tough one. This is a really tough one to sideboard too, because I'm trying to think, like, he wants to bounce things, he wants things in the graveyard, I want to bounce things, I want things in the graveyard. I decided to keep the Warp Devotions in. I think they're just so good with, like, Rushing Rivers and Recoil, and I don't think he has these cards in his deck, so I think Warp Devotion is still good. It wasn't in last game, but thankfully we didn't run into a block with that. I did end up taking the Tolarian Serpent out, because I realized that me milling 7 into my graveyard is less good when Colin wants stuff in my graveyard as well with his Animate Deads. So I did take that out. I felt like it was bricking me a bit. Obviously the Avatar of Hopes can brick as well, but at least I can play with them and use and resurrect them. So I just threw in a Disrupt to hopefully get more control edge over Colin and be able to bring a hopefully game 3 win for Team Lang. We'll have to see. I was thinking of bringing in the Wrath of Gods as well, just to play full, you know, board presence, but he hasn't really been doing a lot of swarming. He seems to be trying to do a little similar thing as me. So I think this package hopefully can bring us to victory. I think we have the control edge, and the blue elemental blasts are actually a really big edge for us, because we can actually hit some of his big targets while he can't really do the same to us. So wish me luck. We're gonna go into game 3 and see how this goes. Who will win and who will lose? I feel like you have a slight advantage, but maybe I'm crazy. I don't know.
Last game was pretty... You had me on the ropes.
3 Mock Sapphire and a Ruby will probably put you over the edge of it.
I just got to draw them. That's the problem.
That's true. That is true. Well, best of luck, man. I'm down to 2 mulligan points to your 5. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully neither of us have to mulligan. I will be going first.
No, you will not. I'll be going first.
You're right. You lost. I don't remember. I've been losing so much.
You're just so used to losing these days.
Yeah, it's true. I go in every game thinking I'm like going second or first. This hand is fairly good.
Yeah, that's good to hear. I'm definitely keeping this.
Okay.
I think it's fucking lit.
Let's do it.
All right. We will play Sulphurous Springs.
All right.
Pass turn to you. Good wholesome magic.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. We're gonna throw down a island. And I'll pass to you.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
The brainstorming begin.
I was gonna say I'll play a swamp, and then I'll play 2 to play Nightscape Familiar.
It's a good one.
Discounting some zombos.
Out of curiosity, how many of those did you pull?
Like 8.
Okay, yeah, I pulled like 6 or 7.
Pass to you. Yeah, the familiars, especially this one, was kind of crazy. Do your
Yeah.
brainstorm. Get out of here.
I know, I'm good. Untap, upkeep,
Really?
draw. Yeah, I didn't have it. Main one.
Yeah.
I will play an Ancient Spring tapped, and I will pass to you.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main one. Is it spells? Blue and red spells. Okay.
Any spells, so non-land cards.
That's so good. Ooh.
Also, I believe a blue and red spell would cost 2 less.
Really?
I believe so. We can double check that if it is relevant, but
I don't think so. If I knew that, I might have done some things differently, but that's okay.
sure.
I have a tempo play for you, Kieran.
Oh yeah, you're gonna bounce my land? That'd be
I
kind of
know.
weird.
I'm going to play Priest of Gix,
Oh yeah.
giving me 3 black mana. And I'm going to spend said 3 black mana to play Warped Devotion
Ooh,
to make
here
this
we
game
go.
a little more interesting out the
That's,
gate.
yeah.
And I guess I'll
You
take
don't have to
one.
attack. You don't have to attack. It's fine.
No, I got to...
Okay.
I did you a favor by playing Warp Devotion.
It's true, you did do me a favor.
You got to pay.
Okay, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
the Warp Devotion tax.
Yeah.
Priest of
fantastic.
Gix. Damn, man. I wish we had more copies of that. It's a good
I
card.
know, it's pretty sweet. It also looks cool.
It does look cool.
Robo arm.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. Ugh, it's good that I got that now, but it is a little bit spooky. I will play Urborg, and then I'm going to throw down with a first for the series, Rhystic Study.
Wow.
Let the card draw begin. I'll pass to you.
Interesting. Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. So whenever I play a spell.
Yeah, any spell you cast has a 1 mana draw tax.
Interesting.
And we know how big that draws can be.
That's true. Well, I'll play a Mox
I guess
Sapphire.
I negated the Nightscape Familiar in a sense.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I'll play a Mox Sapphire.
Sure.
And then I guess I have to pay for that, right?
You would have to pay 1 mana for that.
Okay. I'll pay the Mox.
You can't pay with the Mox because it's on the stack.
Okay. I'll play with the Swamp.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just kind of chilling, so I guess I'll attack.
Take 3.
Force you to do some things. Pass turn to you, sir.
Damn. All right. That's not bad. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Main one.
Ball's
That's
in
not
your
bad.
court.
Ball is in my court. I will play Adakar Wastes. And pass to you, I guess.
Okay.
Don't want the ball. You take the ball.
Upkeep, draw. I mean, I'll take my 3 damage any day of the week. What are you up to?
Oh, nothing good.
Okay, I'll attack for 3 then.
Take my 3.
This is great magic. I'll pass turn.
At the end of your turn,
Yep.
I will pay 4 and go with a fact or a fiction.
All right, seems good.
Does that resolve?
Yeah, go for it, man.
All right. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Here you go. Ooh, Doomsday Spectre. That's a new fun one.
Definitely separating those creatures. Not super scared of the Doomsday. You have to play slower. It's a blue creature, blue or black. So maybe I separate that and then do something like that. There you go, sir. So my
Okay.
logic is not giving you a blue creature to bounce back to your hand.
Right.
And you can have all that mana if you take them. And the Sarah Angel and Mana are the scary ones.
It's true.
Hopefully you get that, and I don't have to worry about you getting more mana so fast.
Yeah, I'll take the Doomsday Spectre package.
Okay.
I love. How can I not draw 3 cards? You know what I mean?
Draw 3 cards? Oh.
Well, it's basically
From,
draw 3.
oh, I see. Just from the... I was like, what? Did I misread the Doomsday Spectre?
No.
This is like, what have I done?
Yeah, can you imagine you didn't check? The planes, actually. It was a
Yeah.
special planes. You didn't read the fine print. All right.
White needed some power creep.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. Okay, let's get this party started on a Saturday night. I'll play a swamp. And how do we want to do this? I mean, that seems like the most logical path. Go Soul Ring. And then we'll go... This is definitely not very good at the moment. Oh, hang on.
Approximately 10 hours later.
All right. Where were we? Playing Magic.
I have no
All right.
fucking clue.
After a short break, I have just cast a Soul Ring with my Adakar Wastes.
Sweet.
I will now...
Did you take your damage? Or I guess you don't have to.
It can tap for colorless,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'll pay 1 black and 1 blue, and I will cast Animate Dead, targeting Sarah Angel. And then...
And then something.
Yeah, and then something. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass on that.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, main one.
I unfortunately couldn't play this, but such is life.
2, 3. I'll play a Mana War, bouncing your Sarah Angel.
Omega Punished.
And then you
Yeah,
got
that's
this
fine.
card.
Yep, I'll discard... I will discard an island.
Sweet. And then I'll pay 1, take 1, so you don't draw a card.
Don't draw a card, what?
For Mystic Study.
Oh, I see. You're paying the tax with the mana. Or that would have been before it even bounced. But yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
And then I'll swing in for 3.
Take my 3 beats.
Pass it to
This is
you.
a close one.
I'm kind of scared, man. I need mana so bad.
Tap, upkeep, draw, main one.
My
Oh,
window's
that's not
very
bad.
short.
Oh, you don't have. You paid 1 more than you had to for the mana war. It cost 1 less because of
Oh,
Nightscape
yeah.
Familiar.
Okay,
So you
give,
can
give
untap
me,
and
give me
keep
my
your
health
life.
back.
Yeah. I'll play a plains.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a damage. 5. And we'll bring back the Sarah Angel.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's preemptively pay 3. And I'm going to cast Recoil, bouncing back.
The mana war.
No. I'm going to bounce back Nightscape Familiar, I think. And I'm
Interesting.
going to... So it's going to bounce back, and then you're going to discard a card, and then discard a further card from Warped Devotion.
From what?
Warped Devotion.
Oh, because I have recoil. Okay. I will discard a warped devotion.
You don't want to play a second Warped Devotion? Come on,
not
Colin.
really. The other one's kind of interesting. I'm going to throw away the Nightscape Familiar.
Oh, okay. I'll
Yeah.
pass to you.
I got some gas in my hand, so untap.
Interesting. I don't like hearing
Okay,
that.
draw main 1. Oh boy. I'm
Oh,
coming
boy.
at you for 4.
Yep. Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, you must have the Gitu. It's the classic Gitu. Classic
Maybe
Gitu
I do,
play.
maybe I don't. You will find out if
I
you
really
block.
don't need you Gituing and killing her, but at the same time, I need to start blocking. You know what? If you're gonna Gitu and you want to use it to kill her, that's totally fine. I'll block the priest.
Okay.
I'll take 2. I need to
Second
preserve some of my
main.
health.
I
Is it Gitu?
will get to you.
You
Get
take a
to the
damage from
angel.
that Sulphur Springs, my boy.
I do.
And also, do you want to pay 1 for Ristic Study and take another damage?
Sure.
Okay.
I gotta keep your card count down or I'm not winning this game.
Alright.
Pass turn to you.
Okay.
It double backed on me there. That was kind of weird.
That's all right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. That is a very good draw, I think. I'm going to play City of Ass.
Okay. Damn.
Well-
This game really depends on if you get the mana or not.
3 color decks, am I right? I'm going to cast Tormod's Crypt for free.
Okay.
Keep you under check. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go... Do I have enough mana for this? 3 black. 1 black, 2 black, 3, 4. I'm going to Necrotol, killing the... Killing the Mana War.
Really?
That echo cost. I mean, you have to pay the echo cost. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with you wasting a whole turn just to keep a 2/2.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
Am I concerned about this enough? I don't think so.
Force of Will?
Maybe.
I should. You know what? That's on me. I should have played more slowly and not chosen my target because it should be on Enter the Battlefield.
Yeah.
But that's fine. It's Force of Will, eh? Interesting. 1, 2, take a damage. 3, 4. I'm going to play Doomsday Spectre, bouncing the Necrotol back to my hand.
Is that part of the cost?
No, it's an Enter the Battlefield effects.
Just play return. Okay, yeah. Is that something I want to deal with?
You want me to start picking apart your hand every turn?
Yeah, I'll force of will it.
Ooh.
Double force
Peaches
of will
Force of
it.
Will!
It's
Okay, so hang on, this is
Okay,
important. So you
yeah.
cast Force of Will, you lose a life as well. Don't forget about the life loss.
for. Oh yeah,
For
yeah.
Force of
Sorry,
Will.
yeah. Sorry, I thought it
and
was
you
like something else.
exile. That's all right. And you exile Force of Will as part of cost. I get to draw a card off Ristic Study trigger.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to draw. And then it resolves, it counters my spell.
Okay.
And that kind of... That's funny that I drew that. Past you. This is a great...
Alright,
I'm at
okay.
6 life, man.
Main 1.
I'm a little worried.
My God, this
Also,
is so
can I just
frustrating.
Point out how pretty your Graveyard and Exile Zone now look with double Force of Will.
Yeah, big flex.
It's like $200 worth of card.
Yeah, this is just brutal because like I'll play Mishras. I feel like this game would be so much better if I had land.
Oh, yeah.
Like
for
I
sure.
probably would be able to make the push. I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe I'm being
you've been
too
running low
hasty
on
in saying
cards,
that.
too.
Yeah, but like land can lead to
For
card
sure.
draw.
For sure.
It's the problem.
I mean, but also, I don't know, like sitting on
Yeah.
2 Force of Wills as well, like...
yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of tough. I just didn't have the blue support. Oh, I had to pay for the.
Oh, yeah. If
Get
you
to.
want to, go for it.
I think I will take damage.
Are you sure you don't want to play with City of Brass as well?
No.
Speeds the clock up.
Yeah. Pass turn to you.
Okay. Do I do this? You have fucking Mishra's Factory too, which is kind of annoying. Oh, the Mishra's Factory block is so annoying here too, now that we know about it. Okay, untap, upkeep, draw, main one. Okay, that's actually a pretty good draw. Actually, I'll keep this in my hand. Let's go 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to recoil the factory.
Damn. Okay.
So you're gonna return it to hand and then discard your hand.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Now, from this position, I think I'm safe to do this. So I will blue elemental blast the Gitsu.
Okay.
We'll go to combat and I'll swing in for 2.
Okay.
I'll
You're
pass
not
to you,
gonna
man.
Tormod's Crypt.
What?
If you Tormod's Crypt, I'm pretty much out of the game.
Well, I mean, I hold this crypt until you target something in your
yeah,
graveyard.
I guess. That's true. Oh, man.
My clock is 7 turns currently.
Yeah. I mean, I just need bodies. I'll play the Nightscape Battle Mage.
Okay.
Pass turn.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. Here's the issue. If I attack with Necrotal, I get in for 2, but then you can hit me back for 2, and I'm at 6.
Yeah, well, that's why I was like, the body's better at this point to buy me time, or at least make you fire stuff off on 2/2s.
Yeah. I completely forgot my Rhystic Study trigger off your Nightscape Battle Mage. That's so funny. No, that was on me. It's a main trigger.
No, I'll do it.
No, I need to remember my triggers. I'll pass you. I can't risk attacking.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. I mean, it's not bad. More bodies. 2, 3 for the Rhystic Study trigger. Pass turn.
Okay. Untap.
Slowly getting too many bodies for you to deal with is my plan. If I get a mana war, it's half your health.
Yeah, this should help, I guess. This is a cool card that I haven't been able to play up until this point. I'm going to pay 3, and for kicker, I'm going to sacrifice City of Brass.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Rushing River.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking about putting this in my deck.
And I'm going to bounce both your creatures, which will then be discarded. Yeah, I figured it's a double bounce, and then with Warped Devotion, you get the double discard trigger, which seems pretty good. It's kind of similar to your Nightscape Battle Mage, to be honest, in that regard. And go to combat. I'll swing for 2 here.
All right.
Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. Sure. Nightscape Familiar.
Sure.
Pass turn to you.
Right.
I think technically it's still worth attacking now because you can outpace me.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what kind of. I mean, you've like 2 damage target things too. I need to be careful of. Upkeep, draw, main one. That helps.
Man, I need card draw, but even the card draw I have is so bad because it's Flux.
Right. Yeah. See, there's another issue with Flux for sure. Okay, so wait, I'm at a 6-turn clock, but I have the upper hand on it. But if you draw a land, yeah, I guess I'll go combat. I'll swing in for 2.
Take 2.
Okay, I'll pass you.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. I mean,
he's thinking.
Sure, right? 1, 2. We'll get 2 Slinger the Necrotal.
Ooh.
Or
okay, I think it doesn't matter what you choose. I'm gonna blue elemental blast it.
Okay. I would have paid the Rhystic Study.
You paid the Rhystic Study. Yeah, that's fine.
And then
I think that's the one downfall of the Rhystic Study is that you have to remember to use the trigger.
Yeah.
Every time you've paid for it, I'm like in my head thinking I might have just forgotten. To be honest, you're just being honest. Appreciate it.
Yeah, swing for 1.
Take 1, go to 5.
Or actually, wait, can I block? Oh, I guess I don't have the mana.
Oh, did your get to would have cost 1 less, so you can actually take 1. You don't have to take the damage from the City of Brass.
No, I do because I need red.
Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah. I guess it doesn't really matter then. Sorry, what were you saying about?
I could block regen, but
regenerate?
I don't have the mana for it. I'll pass turn to you. True. Stop the bleeding, I guess. I don't know. There's like a few outs I have. It's just there's not many.
Right.
And you probably have some good tech.
I have some
all that mana over there.
I think this Warp Devotion has definitely served you. It hasn't served you as well as it served me.
I know. I just didn't get the cards for it. I was hoping like if I get mana wars and stuff, things might start to turn around. But
it's funny because in my sideboarding, I was like, I think I can out bounce you, and so I'm like, if he keeps the Warp Devotions, I think it actually helps me. But I don't know.
I had a full playset of unsummons in my sideboard that I didn't bring in, which I should have done.
I will mana war these familiar.
Okay. Yeah,
combat.
I think you got this one, man.
For
I just
2.
don't have the mana
Pass.
to do anything substantial.
Oh, you just need to take the 2
The 2
damage
yeah. For wait, what?
because I attacked.
Oh, you attacked. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll play an island and pass.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Yeah, that should wrap things up pretty quick, I think. I'm gonna pay 2 for animate dead.
Mm-hmm.
And bring back. Do you have anything better in your graveyard?
Not really. Just a lot of dinky guys.
Get 2's not the worst.
You got Gix if you want to turbo into something bigger.
I don't have anything else.
No.
No, I'll just do the Sarah Angel.
Yeah, I guess the Get 2 wouldn't kill me.
Yeah, it just does 2 more, and then I don't have the mana to even pay the Echo. Combat, swing for 4.
Sweet.
All right, go ahead.
Look, you draw. Aw. Yeah, it's game.
Hey!
Final villain.
It's final villain.
Little butt
Classic.
face.
My hand was Swamp.
God damn, dude. Yeah, man, that's tough. If I don't
Yeah.
get those fluxes up front, this deck really struggles.
The fluxes are big risk reward for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think this game definitely highlights why, because like I feel like in every case in this game, Brainstorm would have just been better for you.
Yeah.
Even the mana cost, you know.
Yeah, I just wanted to try different cards, honestly.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
Brainstorm in the deck and then took it
I
out.
feel like Flux is better in a deck where you have a lot of auxiliary card draw,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah.
that it's not as big of a deal. But
I had the Brain Geyser in there too, and like the Goblin Lore
Yeah,
for my draw.
but those all net you less. Like Goblin Lore just nets you 1, right, at the end.
Yeah, but the thing is, I kind of want, like, I have some
discard.
cards in, like, because of the animate deads, there's some really juicy targets to
Look at
animate.
those in Moxes.
I know, I didn't look at all that freaking mana I
Yeah,
didn't
you have so
get.
much mana. Yeah. Damn,
It's
dude.
unfortunate because this is probably the last time I get to play with those, and I didn't get my big turn 1. Never got my big turn 1 with them.
It's true. It's true.
I could have had 5 mana going into a turn 2. That would have been gross.
That would be pretty good. I think we basically played the same deck in different colors.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting. I feel like you have better reanimation targets in red.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know though. Sarah Angels are good. I also brought in the 2 Avatar of Hopes,
Mm-hmm.
but I think your Avatar of Fury is better. You know what? It was a close
Yeah.
one.
No,
And
I
it
think
really-
all the games were close, even though I feel like on my end it was like the mana that was killing me, but I was still like almost killing you every time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, I was on 5 life on this one, so it was definitely close. And I mean, you get an extra ban out of this, so
That's true.
there you go.
And I might
Win.
get a nice little card from this set. Who knows?
You might get a nice little card from the set as well. We are done season 4. Can you
Yeah.
believe we've done 4 seasons of the
We're
progression
officially
series?
4 years old.
5. You know what they say? It's 6
guess we're
seasons in
5
a
years old.
movie.
Yeah.
So after season 6,
Yeah,
we'll
after
make
this
the
we disband.
Filthy Casuals the
Yeah.
movie.
Well, then we get like a retro documentary a few years later, being like, where are Colin and Kieran? now?"
Where is the YouTubers, Filthy Casuals, but
Yeah.
not the popular ones?
Yeah.
No, this has been a fun season. I feel like with the end of Urza's saga block, we've gotten some powerful cards that we can play more
Oh, yeah.
fast and fun games with.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I
and-
feel the games are definitely more interesting now.
well, and I don't think anyone saw the rise of Team Croft in this season.
Yeah.
because I was looking like I was gonna sweep again in the early.
I know,
parts.
yeah,
I think
you
I
were
won
bringing
like
the heat and
first
then-
2 or something.
I unlocked something. I don't know what that was, but
Yeah, you beat me in the last I guess I won this one, but before this, I think your win streak was up to like 3 or 4.
yeah.
So
It's a
yeah,
nice
it's
little,
pretty cool.
Nice little putting it together there.
Hey,
It's 'cause- it
we're
helps
even
to-
Stevens on seasons now.
Yeah, it helps. I think the big thing is there's way more card draw. It's not
Right.
like the good old days of like Sylvan Library being like
Library of
okay,
Alexandria.
I guess I lose.
Yeah. True. There are ways out now, and we continue to play the same decks as each other over and over again.
Honestly, I think that's the most impressive thing about all of this.
It is. It is
Like,
weirdly uncanny.
Even
how
going
many
like
times
3
that's happened.
colors, going outside of my box, and like
Yeah. It wasn't even the same colors when we were playing the same deck, basically. God, it keeps happening. But Colin, next episode is going to be the ban episode.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure the timing of when this episode's out versus when that'll be out. We have some other things that we're working on at the moment. So the ban episode in season 5 might not start until January, end of January. We'll have to see. We'll have to play it by ear. But
Yeah.
we always like to put a little more production value and fun into the ban episodes, but
Get a
those
little
take more
creative.
time. Yeah, be more creative. And so yeah, you guys might have have to wait a little bit for that. But in the interim, I think me and Colin at least want to plan to try to put out more content per week, month, whatever, in whatever form that may be. So stay tuned for maybe more live streams or other things like that. So, and next set is 7th edition. So we'll get a little break. We'll get a little core set break. Yeah, a little brain break. I don't know what's in 7th edition, so that should be interesting.
Yeah. It'll fill out whatever, yeah.
And then season 5 is the last season before Modern. So it'll be basically the legacy vintage Filthy Casuals versus modern Filthy Casuals. and then I guess we get into Pioneer Filthy Casuals eventually.
Filthy Casuals.
Yeah, but it's been fun.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone who has stuck around, whether you're joining today or you've joined in the pilot episode. We obviously appreciate all the viewership. I hope that you've been enjoying the progression series as much as we have enjoyed making them.
Yeah.
But Colin, we here Filthy Casuals, what are we? What do we like to do?
What do we like to do?
We like to
undraw, keep?
We like to untap, unkeep, undraw, and be terribly inefficient. You went the wrong way. Also, I look back at the old episodes, and we used to say, the first time I said it, I didn't say inefficient. I think I said, I don't remember. Go back. It was something. It was like inefficient, but it was a different word. So it was very funny that I swapped it in my head.
Unapologetic.
Unapologetic.
We're the edgy magic
We're the edgy magic channel, yeah.
Oh dear.
But we will continue to tip our digital cardboard. We very much hope that you'll continue to tip the digital cardboard alongside us. And here's a tip. If you're going to play a deck, have a brain meld with your opponent first so they play the same deck.
Make sure you're playing the same deck, and then nothing will make sense.
It's true. It's true. And another tip, stay tuned for some exciting new Filthy Casual content, either before this episode came out or after.
Yeah. Ambiguous time.
Ambiguous time frames.
Wow.
Ooh.
What year is it?
We continue to traverse the multiverse. Today, we forgot to mention, but the Phyrexians are knocking at our door as we're cooking cookies and baking cookies. I guess you don't cook cookies.
Cookies? Depends what kind of cookies.
Phyrexian cookies.
Damn.
Yeah, that's how we're going to get them.
Bake or cook?
But who knows what new horizons will bring. My name's Kieran.
My name's Colin.
And we'll see you guys in Season 5. Bye!
Oh, do you know we have a Patreon? Filthy Casuals? What? Patreon? Filthy Casuals? The Filthy Casuals Patreon? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that either. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, fine. What? I think I've seen that a few times. $15 a month.